Hello everybody, today we're going to take a look at IELTS Writing Task 2 Introductions. This video will show you exactly how to get a 7 on introductions. We will learn how to plan your essay, generate ideas, get 100% on task achievement, learn how to use grammar perfectly for a 7, and write at university level. The lesson today will be about a problem solution essay. So this is your question card. You will get this card at the beginning of your exam. People in the current generation are not fit and active. This will cause health problems in the future. What could be the reasons for the inactivity? Suggest solutions for this issue. Provide relevant examples where necessary. Write at least 250 words. So the statement is here, these two. The question is here and here. It's kind of an instruction, but that's okay. And these instructions are here, examples and 250 words. Now the minimum number of words is 250. That means the smallest number. You can write more, but stay between 250 and 270. There are no marks for more words. By the time you get to the end of the essay, if you haven't done what's necessary, you will not do it by adding more words. So people in the current generation are not fit and active. So we need to circle the key words, not fit and active, reasons, and health problems. So in the exam, you want to circle these. Why? Because as you write, you need to go back and check, am I doing this? Am I talking about this? Am I doing this? Okay, am I focusing on what the question is? Because it's easy to talk about different things. So in short, this question is saying, people are not fit. What should we do about it? So explain this and explain this. That's the essay right there. So let's circle the key words here. People in the current generation are not fit and active. So we need to say what the reasons are, and we need to suggest solutions. Those are the two things we have to do. Reasons and solutions. So you'll need all of the steps that I'm going to give you coming up. Do them carefully to make sure you hit the band requirements on all of your essays. The steps that I'm teaching you are the same on all of the problem solution essays. So we'll go through them nice and slowly and clearly. So first of all, we're going to find the key words for the topic. And these are the words from the question. Now, let's brainstorm to find some new keywords. Not fit and active. So we want to know who is not fit and active, the young or the old. We want to know where do they live, in cities or in the countryside. Why are they not active? And are they bored? So let's answer those questions. Who is not fit and active? It's a huge problem with young people. Where do they live? Cities and countryside? Yes, we know that migration to cities is happening. So migration means they're moving from the countryside to the cities. Usually in the countryside, they don't have this problem. Why are they not active? Because they're on computers, perhaps. Are they bored? Maybe they're lazy. So let's make a list of the keywords. Young people, migration, computers, and lazy. So it looks like the key reasons are city life and computers. And key means important reasons. Are city life and computers. How can we solve this? Community programs in parks, funding sports perhaps. So now we're just thinking of some ideas. Let's write the topic sentence. People have been moving to cities and working. Now moving, we should really have migrate, right? But what I'm focusing on here really is just getting the task response and the coherence and cohesion. People have been moving to cities and working on computers at a rapid rate over the past 30 to 40 years, comma, and their lifestyle has seen a drop in physical activity. If you're an advanced student, you can say at a commensurate rate. It means equal or similar. So the two things are happening at the same time, the movement to the cities and the drop in physical activity. You can also use migrate like we had in the other slide. Where was migrate? Migration or migrate means moving. Okay. So let's write the thesis. This essay will explore why people are inactive and suggest that community programs can help solve the problem. So we need to say what the reasons are, and we need to suggest solutions. Notice that I've left these two things at the bottom of the presentation. Why have I done that? This is so we can make sure we cover these points in the intro. That's 25% of your mark. Cover these points is task achievement. So one thing I noticed, you'll see here, I have one solution, but actually the question asks for solutions with an S. That means I need two of them, and I don't have two of them. But I noticed it later, and I added it in, so you'll see. So the question says, say what the reasons are, suggest the solutions, and our intro says reasons are computers and cities, and community programs, and I added after-school activities to the solutions. So now we have two solutions, two reasons and two solutions, two paragraphs, paragraph 1, paragraph 2. Okay, let's put them together. People have been moving to cities and working on computers at a rapid rate over the past 30 to 40 years, and their lifestyle has seen a drop in physical activity. This essay will explore why people are inactive and suggest that community programs, after-school activities, can help solve the problem. It should be and after-school activities. And that's our essay structure. This is the plan. And this plan, with these two paragraphs, you can write on a piece of paper. Obviously you have intro, and then you're going to write down problem, and then solution and conclusion. For 99% of problem solution essays, you can use this structure. If the question gives you something else to do, like a third thing, put a third paragraph in there. That's okay. So now we want to check our introduction based on the band descriptors. So this is what the examiner uses to mark you. And this is a 7 that I've taken a screenshot of. So let's see if we're doing what the examiner wants us to do. Now this is task achievement, and this is coherence and cohesion. This basically means organized, and this basically means you answered the question. So the first thing is addresses all parts of the task. So here we have school activities and community programs. They are the two parts of the task. And the other part of the task is why. So there were two paragraphs we needed to do, two things, why they're inactive and the solutions. Okay, so there's why. So we're doing those two things. Now, presents a clear position throughout the response. That just means paragraph 1 stick to why, and paragraph 2 stick to the solutions. Focus on them and make it clear. And I will show you in other videos how to do that. Okay, so organization, coherence, and cohesion. Logically organizes information and ideas. There's a clear progression throughout. So they're already organized. We're using the introduction to organize our essay, like you saw in the previous slides. And then we have presents a clear central topic within each paragraph. No problem, right? Very clear. So the key to all of that, if we go back, is this essay structure. We know where the problem goes, we know where the solutions go. Nice and clear. There we go, we covered all of those things. Now, this part is in the paragraphs, presents, extends, and supports, and cohesive devices goes in the paragraph as well. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 6 points to get a 7 in the introduction. As long as the essay follows that plan, you'll get a 7 on those marks, on those points. So let's take a look at vocabulary and grammar. How have we done? So a variety of complex structures. Variety means many or a few. Complex structure. What is a complex structure? A simple structure is subject, verb, object. I've got a video on that you can see on my channel. And a complex one has two subject, verb, object structures usually. So here we have comma and. This is a conjunction. So we have people moving, subject, verb to cities. We have people moving and working. So this is our subject, verb, object, and then we have comma and subject, their lifestyle, has, verb, and object. So this is a compound sentence. C-O-M-P-O-U-N-D, compound sentence. Okay, and is that a complex structure? Yes. Produces frequent error-free sentences. This subject-verb-object structure is very strong, so that will be error-free. It's not complicated. And notice I'm not using that or which. So now the vocabulary, a sufficient range of vocabulary to allow some flexibility and precision. Precision means you can say exactly what you mean, and flexible means you can talk in different ways about it. So in the introduction, we want some good vocabulary, but it's not our main focus. Our main focus is doing task achievement, coherence and cohesion, getting that plan very strong, using a couple of, at least one complex structure and making no errors. That's enough for the introduction. Now, if we can remember to use words like migrate here, that would be a boost to this mark for sure and a boost to this mark for sure. Okay, if you haven't, it doesn't matter. You can focus on that in your paragraphs later. Community programs, after-school activities, these are very common local ways of saying things that are happening in the society or in the local community. So it's not high-level academic language, but it shows that you have done some reading about this kind of topic, which you should do. Okay, so we've got some sort of beginning for these two, and we've got these two here. No problem, we've got a good start on those two. You can, if you want, go back and cross this out and put migrate. That's okay. There's no marks lost for that. The examiner's seeing you're using your vocabulary. Okay. We also have rapid rate, which is good. Now let's take a look at our key points to practice. Circle the key words. Write the key points or words of the topic that are related to the question. Decide which ones relate to each view. Don't be too general, get specific reasons. Write a topic sentence that is related to your thesis by using keywords. Use, well, you don't want this essay will discuss, but you could, this essay will examine structure. And suggest that is for the discuss essay, so you don't need that in there. So thank you for watching. Comment below. Post your introduction in the comments. Like the video, subscribe for more in these series. I'm making more videos every week. And go to ispenglish.com for the IELTS course. And thank you very much for